Hello, my name's Graham Taylor. I am a Vietnam veteran. I went to the Vietnam War in 1971. I was just 19 at the time. I actually turned 19 4 days before we went over there. I was in the 4th Battalion. We went from Townsville on the aircraft carrier called Achimea Sydney. And it took us 11 days to get to Vietnam. We spent 7 months in Vietnam. We were supposed to spend 1 year, but the government pulled everyone out and we came home by Christmas time, which was quite good for us because I don't think anyone would want to stay in the war for too long. Anyway, I am a Geraldton resident. My tribal group is Amangu. I'm also linked with the Southern Yamaji, and I've got connections to the Bundiyarra tribe, which is around Mount Magnet area, and also down Eunorcia on my father's side. I've been in Geraldton a number of years, I'd say over 40 years, but I've been connected to Geraldton all my life. And tomorrow would be ANZAC Day, and I know it's going to be celebrated in a different way, but hopefully everything will be fine. A memorial we have done. It didn't cost, well, it cost us a bit of funding and that, but the time and effort we put into it was very good because we had a lot of people in the background that was working with us, and now that it is finished, and you can see the photo there, all I've got to say is that I was part of it, of getting a lot of names for the memorial. It was mainly all the people throughout the Geraldton area, throughout the Midwest, even if they don't live here, but they had connections to the Midwest and wanted their names up. So we put it, and we found a lot of names of people who have, well, we forgot about, but we still are looking for more names. The person who really thought about the idea is a colleague of mine, and he's sitting next to me. His name's Ronald Cross.
G'day, my name's Ron Cross. My parents come from, my father comes from Sharks Bay, my mother comes from Beverley. I've been born and raised here in Geraldton. I volunteered to actually go to Vietnam, and they deferred my intake until the peace talks happened, and that I did not eventuate. Anyway, as to the memorial, as Graham was saying, that came about by a little bit of an accident. We had moved our flagpoles at Bundiyarra, and I thought they looked a little bit barren over there, bare, lonely. And the idea of putting up a memorial just commemorating our people, our serving people, who were not recognised as citizens at the time some of them had served, which is a big statement. This was their country and they went to serve it, not the politicians, not the people, the country. They served the country. And that's what I wanted that to remind people of. And so that their ancestors can go there and they say, yes, my people did this. And they weren't people by the government standing. And that was with a lot of help, very thin on the money, but there's a lot of volunteer work was put into it. And I was glad it eventuated. And like I say to everybody, it's still a work in progress. There's things I'd like to finish on it, and that's where the money comes in. If we can get that money, I'll be very happy.
I'd like to mention a lady who helped me out with all the names of the people we were looking for. Her name is Sue. She has worked with Bundiyarra. That's where our memorial is, at Bundiyarra. And also a lot of other people who have worked with me in giving the names. A lot of people, when the memorial was opened, half a dozen people came there and said, "Oh, my name's not up there." And we said to them earlier that if your name's not up there, please come up and let us know. Even today, you know, people can do the same. If their name's not up there, come and let us know, and we will certainly get another plaque made and have your names added, because we'd like to have everyone throughout the Midwest area who is entitled to be named there, men and female, who are entitled to be on the wall, to be there so that their families can look at it and be proud of their names on the wall.
Follow on with that, mention all the people who helped build and construct the wall. Special mention to Tim Riley. He did all our basic cement work and rendering. And all the work for the Dolars who contributed in some form or way. Without their help and the help of the board of Bundiyarra, where this site is situated, we would not have gotten as far as we have. And for that I'm grateful. And it's a dream come true.